Shouldn't J.D. Vance be coming and tying himself to Palestine Action to make a point?
But, I mean, he was complaining about anti-abortion protesters, in terms of legislation used to basically stop them harassing women going for abortions. But in any case, whatever you think about that, that's on a completely different level to saying that if you say you support a movement which objectively is not using violence against civilians of any description, but rather spraying paint at planes and that kind of thing. If you say you support it, then you can go to prison for 14 years. I mean, look, he did the same. He attacked Germany for attacks on free speech when actually he could really have gone after Germany for their complete suppression of, including Jewish Germans speaking out against the genocide in Gaza. I mean, disproportionately, they've been affected, but they don't care about free speech. I mean, that's the issue. It's not actual interest.
So great moment to then talk about the really big free speech story in the UK. There's the Terrorism Act story, which we've talked about. But then there's also the general culture war against anyone who wants to try and speak about Israel, denounce Israel in any language that's not approved of by quote unquote mainstream media, liberal media, whatever you want to talk about. I'm, of course, thinking about Bob Vylan at Glastonbury, the rap duo. I believe you were at Glastonbury, Owen. They led a chant. Nice. They led a chant at the weekend saying "Death, death to the IDF," which aired live on the BBC, and the entire British political media class lost their shit and said that the BBC should be punished, that heads should roll, that Bob Vylan should be punished. I think Avon and Somerset police were investigating Bob Vylan for, I think, incitement to violence. I'm not sure under which law, one of many UK laws. You had people in Parliament talking about banning these things. You had the Conservative Party whipping up hysteria. You had the British Prime Minister. You had the British Culture Secretary, Lisa Landy, doing an entire debate in Parliament. And all the while, the very genocide that the IDF, the Israeli military, is committing, that just gets a pass. What was your reaction to this entire, it's still going on, this kind of hysteria? And by the way, well, let's throw in the US government here. The Trump administration canceled the visas for Bob Vylan.